A Midsummer Day Fantasia. Summer of 2010, recommenced in 2016, finalized in August 2025. Yonst was a high-tide midsummer in Norn. This the season many beasties were born. The azure swalankets aloft the expanse, deep secure in rivers do splamble the bass. On such a Norn day the moon did draweth to as high as quarty curving zenith, wherein the tramplited to spheres separate, first the moon, next the sun, disaggregate. With the full moon fleeting onwardly whence, and the sun waywardly travelling thence, dewdrops now from the frost-lingering sea had ever since volatilized completely. Frolanced the woodland creatures of Atalos, merged in stupefary from meads and hollows, bellowing in swarms and warbling, frenzied, transmutating each to monstrous forms. Yonst was midsummer in the eventide. 'Twas the season beasties motionless lied, under the turquoise sky turned tangerine. Not a soul we stirred, was all calm, serene. By nightfall, when the starlit heavens did glow, as good shala clouds and furrows the plough, across the ecliptic romancing Adad, lo, out of the shadows appeared a Menad. Came more out into the open, possessed, casting enchantments while they effervesced. Chinkles on their skirts jangled as they danced, to music so arcane, strange rolls cadenced. Fervent rhythms behold fiercely pulsating, this wretched gyrite may never be abating. Brooding clouds coalesced and heavens are concealed, ghastly a flash those hags' grimaces revealed. A spy, a thunderbolt, struck an oak in yon grove. This the frantic rapture the strampling Menads drove, gushed forth and sizzling downpours o'er the lush prairie, upon quiescent all oaks utter fall and weary. Terribly, terribly shrieked the number, arising sluggishly from deep slumber, soon as came in contact with the deluge, absorbing the waters and growing huge. Uncloaked the sky as every cloud retreated, stars became once more in splendor unsheathed. By midnight monstrosities roamed the meadows, strumping hard and gnashing in 6x8 rows. Coaxed the Menad said ensemble yon hill, screaming in voices so cryptic and shrill, marched the captivated and flew slopeward in deeper trance and flexibiting thrill. Open, starlit, a portal growing wide, drowsy in went all the beasts side by side, swallowed them whole the expanse of blackness, whilst witches feverish scrambled to hide. Powerful a blast shook the earth's foundation, jumped up each Menad in exhilaration, drawing dark magic thence inflaminating, giant a golem surface from this nation. Erupted more thunderbolts, but from earth danced they like unbridled mystics in mirth. Commanded these Menads the golem forth, proceeded all of them slowly to north. There lay a white castle housing a mage, 900 half-score years was then his age. Some say wise is he on forgotten lore, everyone knew that he was a great sage. Follower was the mage in Chaldea, of Saint Ephraim of yore from Syria, wanderer of kingdoms long turned to dust, settled in Babylonia he at last. Angry crones since held a deep-seated grudge, against him cozy in marshes took lodge. Teachings with wilderness that conflicted, preached he to common folk to make them nudge. Mad with fury they trod on the Titan, reached his castles the Menads to fight on. Magic and might unleashed on them the mage, brought he then a devastating blight on. A ring of fire panic foes consumed, across the country loud rumbles subsumed. All his opponents who were laid to waste, roots and rocks meanwhile had been exhumed. Silence once more took hold upon the land. Would the Menads come back again to band against the mage to enthrone him for sure? This was the pattern of design so grand. Yonst was midsummer in later midnight. 'Twas the fine season ground motionless lied, under a twilight sky turning to dawn. Not a soul we stirred, everything was right.